Alright, welcome back to NewZeroland. I am on my Zero and I'm following two other Zeros. This is the future. So, met up with Simon and Jez, SR, DSR, SR, and we're in Petone right now. We're headed out to Wainuiomata. That's a mouthful. We're gonna go down Coast Road, which is just an amazing road. I'm using this video to test out my new recording setup. I have a GoPro on the front bar, kind of facing me style, and then I have one mounted to the chin of my helmet. So normally the way I record audio is I have a little GoPro session that I actually shove inside my helmet, and it sits on that little net on the bottom of the helmet, in between my chin and the front of the helmet, and so I just sync up the audio later, but it's kind of a pain to use. So this time I have the GoPro Hero 9 with the media mod and also the max lens mod. Yo! All kinds of mods, and I have a little lavalier mic with a it's going into my helmet, and it's covered with a dead cat furry ball. So I have a furry ball resting on my chin. Everybody likes furry balls on their chin. Anyway, this is the setup that I'm hoping will work for road trips and stuff. I'm going on a huge road trip with Jen on the South Island. We're gonna just zigzag all over the place for 18 days. So expect tons of video, probably early next year. But yeah, speaking of road trips, I want to talk about my trip up to Auckland, where I went to get Taco Bell. I know you guys are wondering, and the Taco Bell was amazing. A huge part of riding electric motorcycles is planning, right? Having the stops planned, knowing exactly where you're going to charge and for how long and how much charge you need to get a certain places, you know? And so it's always kind of been like that. But on the Energica, on this trip, it was just, I didn't really think about where I was going to charge as much as, I'm just going to keep riding. And it was as simple as that. I just kept riding north. And then when I was getting low, it's okay, well, I had a vague idea of, okay, I'm going to stop in Bulls and Mongaweka, and then before the Desert Road, I'm going to charge up. But it was just, I just went, I didn't really think about it. It was too awesome. But I mean, there are a lot of factors that you have to consider when doing a road trip on an electric bike. In my case, I just wanted to go as fast as I wanted and not really think about how much battery I had or how much battery I needed. I would just charge up to 80, and then when I got around 30% or 20%, I would just stop and top up. I experimented a little bit with trying to skip certain stations, but I just don't have enough range to do that kind of thing. So, for example, if you have 100k range, which is kind of me on the Energica, if there's a station every 50 Ks, you can stop at all those stations. You can stop at the start, charge up, stop at the 50k station, charge up, and then the 100k station and charge up. Then your charging stops are going to be really short because it's not a full charge. It's only a short top up. But if at the start you charged up to 100%, you could potentially skip that middle one at the 50k mark and go straight to the 100k mark. But I found that it was just too stressful to think about that kind of thing, constantly watching my gauge and just, having range anxiety because I'm trying to make the next stop, which is exactly what my range is. And so at one point I tried that, I was ducking down and trying to slipstream or whatever, tuck in the winds, be all aerodynamic and such, and try and get as much range as I could. And I was trying to just do the speed limit or even slower than the speed limit, and it just wasn't worth it, And also somebody made a good point, somebody left a comment saying that, it is better to charge up to 80% and then go, because it's better for your battery, it's more healthy, and it's faster because above 80% your battery, your charge starts slowing down. So there's a lot of things to consider. And then also, if you get to a charging station and it's free, then you might just wait and just have it charge up all the way to 100%. You know, that might be the stop that you just keep going because it's free. You know, there's a lot of things that could motivate your choices in where you stop. If you're just taking your time and you're cool with like an hour stop, that's fine. You know, stop for lunch, it's totally cool. But in my case, on the trip I went on up to Auckland, I was kind of in a rush. You know, Taco Bell waits for no man. And another thing somebody asked me was, did the battery overheat at all? Because I was doing non-stop DC fast charges all day long. You know, I did 10 charges in one day. And the answer is no. I saw the battery go into the yellow once, but it didn't affect my charging speed. And as soon as I unplugged, within 2 minutes of riding, like I wasn't even back on the highway yet, and it had gone back into the green. So, and that was on my second to last charging stop of the day. So it's so impressive. That bike just is so impressive. And this is that moment where 3 electric bikes are the only vehicles on the road, and you realize that this is the future. This is how it's going to be. Really, this is how it is already, and a lot of people just don't realize that this is happening, which is why I'm making these videos. Simon's taking off. So Simon's bike is a 2016 SR, and he has the big belt kit from Luna Cycles. And then Jez in front of me has a 2016 DSR Max. This used to be Pinero's bike. Pinero, the guy who always comments first on these videos, and he has the chain conversion kit from an FX with a different kind of chain, like a street chain. And so yeah, I think both bikes have more torque than this one, more torque than stock at least. I know for a fact that the DSR does wheelies. So we're out in the country and it's like a totally different area, but I still have, like, I've only used 29% to get all the way out here from basically the city where we started from. And that's the thing, like when people say electric motorcycles don't have enough range, where do you want to go? On a bone stock 5-year-old Zero, I can make it all the way out here on an awesome, fun, windy road out in the countryside and back on a single charge. And this is pretty much all we need the bike for, you know? It's cool to have 2 bikes with different purposes. Like the Zero is perfect for just jumping on it, blasting around town, going on these fun twisty roads on the weekends, and the Energica is more for track days and road trips. Like I mean, that's the whole reason I bought it, and it's perfect for that. As proven by riding over 400 miles in a day and then 400 miles back the next day. People always ask, how far do electric motorcycles go? And it's not about that anymore. It's more about how far can you go? How far do you want to ride? Because the bike can do it. We've made it to that point, and it still blows my mind that this is all possible, you know?
We just keep going, won't we?
Well, it dead ends down there, I think.
Yeah, and it's all dirt.
Oh, it goes on.
Dirt!
Yeah, it's perfect for you.
You're not on your Italian now?
No, I know.
Well, isn't there a bridge?
There is.
No, I'll go to the end. I've never been there. I'll go see what it's like.
Okay. Yeah, just careful with the belt, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to go on the gravel.
Oh no, it is. It's gravel until the end.
Is it literally just there?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll go see if the...
I mean, we can go slow. It's cool.
We'll have a quick 5 minutes, I think.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Come back here.
Yeah. It's gravel up here. Yeah, he's turning around. I'm turning around too. It's not worth it. Belt drive bikes. Yeah. Oh, look at Max go. It's so cool. Jess is getting pretty good at riding off-road. It's had quite the experience. chain drive bikes.
Yeah, so noisy.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll go back to the car park.
Alright. So we hung out at the parking lot for a little while, drooled over this awesome looking Buell, and I really wanted to fly my drone here because it was such a perfect day to get some sweet shots of the bikes by the coast, but there was some issue with my SD card where it just didn't want to record. If I'm gonna crash the drone again, I want it on video. So in the end, this is just a moto vlog, no fancy production value here, but I do have something as a bonus at the end. We went back to the charging station in Petone to test something out. So Simon's charging up, and we're gonna see if we can charge Jez with 2 DigiNows and his onboard charger at the same time. With custom wiring squid. Oh yeah, that thing's crazy.
Check out those tentacles.
Like dreadlocks. And this guy.
Yeah, I've got to make one of those.
Oh yeah. Cause see, then I was also thinking, like, you can use yours, but you could be charging your bike with the DigiNows, and then another Zero could pull up, and you could hook up this to your squid and charge them. The ultimate buddy charging system.
You got,
Would that work?
you got the kettle cable in yours?
This one. Yeah.
3.
Oh, true. That's right. Yeah, with this cable, you could charge 3 bikes. or more, actually, 4 bikes, I guess.
Right. Bike's on.
All right.
Oh, you have to turn the bike on.
Yeah, this is the version 2 supercharger.
I never know what position that needs to be in either situation.
Oh, that's on.
Yeah, I heard it go plunk.
Should be charging. Oh yeah, charging up. Fans.
Fans are good.
And now, let's try this one.
Yeah.
Should just be able to plug this guy in. And then plug in the old onboard. In theory. And let's see. Over 7 kilowatts. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Charging time 51 minutes at 36%. Super cool, man.
That is really good, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Unplug and plug in to my bike. This way today. Magic. So just to explain what's going on here, this is a 3-phase station, and so this is a 3-phase Type 2 cable. Oh, that I just turned off on accident. And so the phases are split into individual cables. So we have 2 phases going into 2 chargers, 2 DigiNow chargers in the tank of this bike. And then the 3rd phase goes down to that cable, which is plugged into my bike. Charging 2 electric motorcycles from 1 cable. So cool that all that stuff worked. And it was such a fun ride. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time.